for example, Josh can't make it, just in case. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go here. Here we go.
He said he's coming, sir.
Okay, so this is a example of how it will look when it's finished, right? But we're gonna go through the steps, okay? So let's firstly go here. So the first part of the question, as you can recall, just asked you for the statement of problem, all right? So I'm gonna open up the statement of problem to show you. Look at this for me. And I said I was gonna give you the folder. I wish somebody reminded me before the holiday to give you the folder. Here's the folder, right? So the first step, statement of problem. Let's scroll down to the statement of problem. There you go. Okay. So you should have finished all of these already, where you talk about the different commands, right? The part that we are at is question 5, or just the organization of portfolios. So write this for me. We're gonna have on our organization of portfolio. And the first thing that we're gonna work on is the statement of problem. That's the first thing.
So this is SBA now, sir?
Yeah, we're gonna just work on the SBA and reach as far as possible today.
Do I reach here?
That's the first part.
Yeah.
Wait, sir, do I reach here?
Can you repeat?
Do I reach here?
We just started this, Josh. Like we're writing that
As in
down.
like, no, as in like, am I up to date on my SBA?
Yeah. So everybody's at the same place right now. Okay. So this is what you should have. We're gonna have a statement of problem and put that on page. So you're gonna count how many pages you have after you did the first 2 sections. Right?
I'm on page 5.
All right. So put page 5 then for yours.
Wait, I need to find my TSBA. Oh, jeez. Sir, I'm stressed out, sir, honestly.
So
Good. So first day of school. Okay. So I don't want to add to that stress. That's why I'm gonna make sure that we just follow each step together. All right. So nobody gets lost. Okay. So we're not anywhere right here. The only thing we're gonna focus on firstly is the statement of problem.
Oh, so sir, this organization of portfolio, should it be at the top where you have like that's the table of contents basically?
Basically, exactly. It's like a second table of content. Right? So in the first part of it, let me scroll back up. The first table of content would have had the cover page.
All right, sir. Let me write those down. Piece by.
Yeah, sure. The first table of content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have the cover page on page 1.
Cover page.
Hey, sir, sorry. So wait, where do I put the table of contents?
Right, the table of contents after the cover page. This is the first page up here. And then,
Okay, so I've covered this table of contents.
right. So you can take a picture if you want. Let me see if I can largen the screen so you can take a picture. Right? This is the structure of it. You're gonna have let's go here. Sorry about that. So table of content, cover page on page 1, table of content on page 2, and you're gonna have section 1 in bolded, safety rules on page 3. Okay. Someone is
Sure.
Patrick, can you hear me?
Isn't there like a setting for
Yes,
table
sir.
of content?
Yeah.
I found about the first part, right? With the French curve and the joints and the diagrams and thing.
Yeah.
We should start from there.
Right. Exactly. Because see, same thing here. I'm just gonna continue from where I left off with the French curve, and that's gonna be no.
Sir, can you go back to the table of content? Let me take a picture.
Here we go. This is the table of content. The first part.
I'm at section.
wait, the table of contents should be in the table of content.
Yeah, for argument's sake, right? Because it's gonna be page 2. right?
So I'm writing it off real quick.
Okay. So yeah, so just do it now, so you guys don't have to go back to it after you finish one thing. Complete,
Pass out.
right? And then let me just scroll down a little bit so you can see the rest of it. This is the second part of the table of contents. Remember, I was saying that
Can you go a little bit more up, sir? I'm writing it down really quickly.
So sir, section 3 is really what we haven't done yet.
right. So we've done section 1 and 2. Section 3 is the one that we're gonna do today, or not today, but this term. Right? And the goal is to finish the statement of problem today. Just that.
Okay.
What's underneath safety rules? Tools and what? Does that say commands?
Right, yes, no, so safety rules was the 8 ones that I put to the research, whether it's gonna be to do not play in the workshop, be prepared for class, ensure that you have all your tools, right?
Oh yeah, safety rules. Yeah.
And then the geometric construction, the plane geometry was your cycloid, and your solid geometry was the isometric drawing that you do. This was arguments, let's say the two on page 4 to 5. And then let's say that the plane geometry was on one page, which is page 6, and the isometric drawing is on page 7. But if you can recall, I said just leave a page and say C file, C folder to have the solid geometry, because you won't be putting the exact drawing in the Word document. You're just gonna leave a page and say C folder for drawing. You're gonna put
Plane geometry, is it PLAIN or PLANE?
Yeah, so there's 2 types of plane geometry, but the one that we're talking about is like the plane in terms of which axis you're on, right? So the other one is gonna be this one.
Oh, okay.
AIN, yeah, that's a different type of plane.
Organization of portfolio.
Final section is under section 3. There you go. So statement of problem now. That's gonna be on, tell me which page that is. The conditions. So typically your statement of problem and your conditions fit on one page. So you could really just say, for example, 10, page 10. Right? And sometimes you design principles as well. You can just say all these fit on one page. Or if it's another page, just put it like that. So, and then so this is what we hope to finish today, right? And then our next class, we're gonna continue and work on the next part. But we want to finish the statement of problem, write down the conditions that was in the question, and then now justify those conditions. Like talk about what does it give in terms of, if I make this, what are the benefits? We're gonna get to that, right? Let's quickly write this off.
I'm done, sir.
Right, great. The Patrick is just having some connection issues. Okay, great. We're gonna move on now, and we're gonna go to the organization of portfolio. All of this has been done already. Hold on. All right, here we go. As I said, this sample is very similar to the one that I gave you in your SBA to do, right? So you literally gonna just look at the question and tell me what difference is there. You still have the same manufacturer, but what differently does they require? Are they talking about the same 1,000 flanges, or is it gonna be a different value? You write it there. So in other words, it could be a manufacturer requires X amount of flanges. Tell me how many flanges is in the question to be drilled.
Sir,
Yeah, X degrees. Angle.
there's 2 table of contents, right?
Right. So this the organization of portfolio is the second table of content that's gonna be in the larger one.
Wait, there's 2? What?
Yeah, look. So look for me. Let's go back to the table of content. This organization of portfolio is technically another table of content.
Oh, I
Okay,
didn't write
okay.
that down, sir. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't write that.
Can I put that on another page because it can't fit on the.
Yes.
Wait, what size is the font supposed to be? 916.
All right. So you could make it larger just to really show the difference, right? And put it on, and if you want, put it on another page as well. But it's another, technically a semi table of contents because it's really section 3 that's in another table of contents.
Wait, sir, go back up real quick.
Sure. Go back up. There we go.
Organizational portfolio. 1 second, sir.
I'm not gonna put all of the different pages right now because it will look how would you say, like it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna just put it section by section. So the-
Okay, sir. I'm good. Thanks.
okay. Go back down. All right, here we go. Okay. So this is just a little example to show you how many flanges did the question ask you? What degree?
What is that?
Sir, I feel like I'm missing something. What's above that
Yeah, what is
statement of
that? What
problem
is
that
that
you have?
part list? What is that?
Yeah, right there.
So this is the second table of content, but I don't want you to focus on it yet because it's a lot to take in. All right.
Okay, don't write that yet.
You don't write it yet. Don't write it yet. Right? So first thing we're going to focus on is a statement of problem, which is the first thing in the table of content, which is right here. This is the first thing we're going to do today. All right? So here I started it off for you. You're going to write a manufacturer requires, you tell me how many flanges is in the question. To be drilled at, you tell me what degree is in the question at an angle, right? To, let me just show it again. Right, and you tell me the time frame to the base.
Sir, what's the flanges? All right.
What time? Okay. Let me go for a diagram to show you. Here, so a flange, a flange. Here, right? That is not Google Chrome, so if I press that, it goes to news. Okay, look at this one. So it's simple as a machine part, right? That's used to fit different objects, right? But if you want the exact definition, it's just a simple rim that strengthens or attached to a wheel or a different object on a reel. Let me give you an example. What a video right here. Let's say you have a pipe, right? The pipe is like running through an entire house, right? At certain points on that pipe, it's gonna appear weak. So when you use a flange, it actually provides support to that pipe, right? Well, let me see if I can play a quick little video to show you.
Replace the new one in this.
Here. Yeah, quick little video. So the pipes are running in a toilet, for example, right? Let me look for the example that shows. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, the pressure from the pipe that's going into the toilet is very powerful, right? To support that amount of pressure, you use a flange, right? Because if you didn't, what would happen? The pipe would burst. Everybody understand? So it's literally like insurance. If I'm going to be selling something, I need to make sure that it's secured, and the flange does that. All right. So the flange is this silver little, the silver surrounding around the pipe. Basically, just holds it to a continuous pressure. All right. Okay. Let's go back here. So that's why the manufacturer is coming through, because he needs these flanges for whatever purpose that they're doing. All right. So our manufacturer requires X flanges. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go, we're gonna insert. How many flanges is in the question? All right. What degree is in the question? There we go. And what time frame? You're gonna insert what exactly is in the conditions that was given.
Sir, could you repeat that?
Oh, I'm breaking up?
Yes,
Inter.
sir.
Yeah. I can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I think I was breaking up. My bad. Okay, so I was just simply saying that this is the question sheet that you got, the SBA paper. You're gonna look now, read this part of it, section 3, and answer these. How many flanges did they want? What degree did they want? And at what time frame did they give you? Whether it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a
All
month.
right, sir. So I must just write down just like that.
Right, exactly. And just fill in where you see the bold points. Actual answer. All right?
All right.
I'm giving you 1 minute. Okay? And then we're going to move on to the conditions.
Wait, what are we supposed to be doing right now, sir?
Okay, so you're going to go back on the technical drawing SBA paper that I gave you. Just read this short section right here and tell me how many flanges did they want. Let's go back here. So insert how many flanges is here, whether it's 3,000 flanges, but you have to tell me how much is in the question. Whether it's 300, I don't know, you need to tell me. And then now the degrees, still read the same section. Look what degree they said, right? Put it here as well. Whether it's 60 degree, 50 degree, 45 degree, whatever. And then finally, what was the time frame they gave you to work with? Whether it's a month, a week, or a lifetime. You should tell me there. All right?
Oh, okay, sir. So can you go back to the question, sir? Yeah, please.
There you go. Let's quickly read this from me. And let's fill in the blanks. How about,
So it would be the manufacturer,
right. But I have an interest.
sir?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi is going. I have an interesting idea. You see, if we reach, like for example, next class, from now until next class, if you feel like the SBAs are difficult, let me know because I have an idea. Since we're going through the pandemic and everybody is affected by it, I am thinking if you want, so between now and next class, make the decision. If this SB is a bit too difficult, we would just choose another topic, which is for you to design a mechanism to make sure that we become like safe with the safety protocol. Like, whether you're gonna make a hands-free sanitizer, which is already made, but that type of idea. So between
I'm gonna make a ball.
Sir, I,
So shall this.
thing is, I just don't know. Sir, I just don't know what to do. Like, if you tell me to make something, I'll do it. But I don't know how to do the writing part to it. If that makes sense.
yeah, I got you. That's why I decided, you know what, before I even teach anymore, let me make sure that I basically go through the steps. I don't put anybody. So that's why we're doing it. Right?
Like, if you gave us like a statement of problem, I don't know how to make one of my own.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I don't know what I would put in a statement of problem.
Because remember that, let me explain. So you see, after you finish the statement of problem, now we're gonna get into the actual design. Because we're gonna look at what design we're gonna choose, right? So in this example, this person chose a jig. And I told you that over the break, you're gonna simply look up these types of designs because you're not creating anything new, we're just innovating. So look up a drill vise. Let me show you. Look up a drill vise. Images. So a drill vise is
Also, sir, that is what the person chose.
Can you read?
Is this what the person chose as their drawing?
Yeah, so for example, this person chose a jig. A jig is really jig. Let me show you. Mechanical. So a jig, go to images, is literally just a tool that's used to clamp. Right? But it has some benefits compared to others. A jig can be tilted at an angle, right? You have different variations. So what this person decided was to use the jig principle of an angle and combine it to a clamp. So it clamps something at an angle. That's one aspect, right? You can also use a drill vise. Here we go. Here's an example of a drill vise. Internet connection is very bad, my bad. Go back up here. Here we go. A drill press vise. Loading up. So let me put it simple for you, right? You're gonna take this idea right here, Corey. Do you see this? Right. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So this is horizontal, right? It's at a 180 degree, like it's not tilting at all, right? So you would just need,
Mm-hmm.
to
Yes, sir.
add a gadget to this that can tilt it. That's the only thing to worry about. Just tilt this and make sure it's safe, right? So it's not hard. It just takes some out of the box thinking. Okay, I have the clamp, but the manufacturer wants it to be tilted at an angle. How do I get it to be tilted? And that's the question you're gonna be answering, all right? So it's not, you're not creating anything, you're just innovating an already made idea, which is a clamp or a vise, okay? Let me show you another example. What if you chose a step block? Got a step block? Go here. So a step block is a ready-made clamp. It doesn't have anything else but just some steps. Literally what it says, a step block. Look at it. Holding up. A step block would be preferred, but it's very hard to work with. So look at this one. If you wanted to use this where you just make the steps wider, right? That's perfectly fine. You just need to provide some design that can support the safety aspect of it and actually be at a specific angle, not just on a step, right? So it's just that type of thinking. So just choose one of these concepts that you like, and then now make sure that the conditions of the manufacturer is met. And we're gonna go to that now. So let's look at the conditions that we need. Okay, so after you choose, you're gonna say the required mechanics of the device. Let's put a device, because you're gonna choose which one, is that it should hold the flange without support from any attachment. Without support from any attachment. So whatever you edit on this device that you chose from, it should not have any attachment otherwise from what you need on it. So in other words,
Sir,
yeah,
you're glitching out.
I'm glitching out. All right, hold on.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. All right. Can you hear me now? Can anybody hear me?
Sir.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah, we
can hear
can hear
you.
you, but you're still glitching.
All right, I think it's a Wi-Fi.
I can't see this.
All right, it'll soon be fixed. 1 second. Should be good now. Okay. If I'm still glitching, it's okay. But here's the only thing I want you to understand. When you make your idea, right? The manufacturer shouldn't have to worry about attaching anything else but the idea to make the flange, right? So you're gonna say the required device should hold the flange without any other support, right? The design should also make a 3 millimeter or whatever diameter dimension. So we're gonna say dimension here. Dimension in the question is met. So you're gonna look on the question. Tell me what diameter they told you to work with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and it should also find its center. So let me break it apart for you. So there's 3 conditions that they wanted to do. There you go. Okay. It should not have any further support than what you made. It should be accounted for so that it can drill a specified dimension that the manufacturer told you, whether it was 40 millimeters or whatever. And the final one, it should be able to find the center of the flange. All right. And I'm going to show you an example of how the device that the person created found the center, right? So this, and then after you find these conditions, the last part is going to be to describe your drawing or your concept. Is it durable? Can it take pressure? Right? Does it have any other benefits that the manufacturer would like? Right? So
Sir,
Mhm.
does that have to do with the material and like
Right. That's a good observation. Because remember, durability is typically met in iron and so forth. So if your design is made from cast iron, for example, you can say it's durable. But if it's plastic, that is not durable. So you wouldn't describe it as durable. You could probably say it's malleable, which is where it can be formed into shapes, but you wouldn't want that because you want support. You don't want it to be bent, right? So based on what type of material you chose in the, let's go back here. All of these are made up of different materials. So it would be on you to find out what type of material makes a drill vise, right? A simple Google search. What type of material makes a drill vise? Right? And then you just quickly look for it right here. And then when you find the material, describe it, right? Compared to other types. Pretty simple. Okay? All right.
Yes, sir.
No, that's what I want you to work on. Don't worry about your design yet. We're not at that step. Your only job is going to be to describe the device you chose. All right? Quick little tip. Try to choose either a jig, a vise, or a V block. Right? These angle plates. Let me show you how an angle plate look. It's very hard to work with. Angle plate. Let's look at it. Here we go. This is literally just a block, a L block, right? So this
sir,
and
sir,
huh?
so we should redesign these
Right,
into actual stuff.
right, exactly. So your
So
job is
can we like make like curtain rods out of these things and them things? Or like
yeah. So you can literally make your imagination because
Air conditioning vent.
yeah.
right. So you're just gonna redesign these devices, right? Remember, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to choose from.
Corey, Josh, we need like a TD night this week, please.
Oh boy.
I know. I don't like you guys either.
All right. I hear the stresses already. So let me quickly show you the one that this person did so you can get some inspiration. All right. Just to show you that, hey, it can work. So this, as I said before, this person chose a jig, and I'm now going to show you their design for the SBA. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Can you see this? Can everybody hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Right. So this person use multiple different devices in one. As you can tell, you see a vice clamp at the end over here. They also have a device to find the center right here. And then they also have a V block right there. So if you want, you can just use all of the ideas together, same as like this person did, right? And they got full marks for this. And by the way, that person is me. I got full mark for this. So it is possible, all right? Right? So the reason why I'm stressing it is because a lot of the persons that I was around, they just said it was hard. And then the final week when it was due, they stressed about it. But all I did was just research one day, just got some ideas, combined it together, and bam, that's it right there. It didn't take me more than a week to finish it. Right? So it can be done. Just make sure you communicate with me whenever you have a problem so I can help you through with it. All right?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you this to look on and to really get appreciation for. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna upload it right here. Upload. I'm gonna upload all the files right here and then give you the link to the website. Go it. Go to document. Download. There we go. Downloads. All right, there we go. So when you click on this link, bam, it's gonna take you to the file that you download. All right. There we go. In the chat, and just confirm if you can see the link. You just automatically download it to your laptop.
Oh, I'm using my phone, so
Right. So you wouldn't want to press it because it's probably gonna take up a good amount of space. So just send the link to your Gmail, then open it on your laptop later. All right. So that's the big component that I wanted to tackle today. Let me just make sure that I covered everything. The statement of problem, the conditions, and then now you're gonna just describe your drawing. The next class now, when you get these three things out of the way, we're gonna work on your design. All right? Sounds good, everybody?
Wait, so what link is that, sir?
The link is in the Zoom chat. You're just gonna press it. If you're on a laptop, it automatically starts downloading on your device.
No, as in like, sir, what is it? It's the SBA thing?
That's the sample SBA you're gonna look on. So that,
Okay.
yeah, so that's for you to just look on, get inspiration from, right? Just really look on it and see if you understand it further, right? And if you have any questions, let me know. But for example, let me show you some of the materials that this person used. This person, which is me, I use cast iron, hardened tool steel, and granite, which is very expensive. That's why I say it's optional, right? Then no, but this is for later on. The only thing I wanted to work on, again, for the final time, is just a statement of problem, the conditions that's in the question, and the design principles. That's what it is. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna check up back on that next class, right? Now, as it relates to what we're gonna be doing outside of SBAs, let me just quickly introduce it to you. Okay, so we're gonna be looking on outside of SBAs is continuing where we left off with auxiliary drawings. Right now, I have a link to show you. Let's go here. I have a link. Show you. Let me just go for it quickly.